Hello and welcome to another episode of Rise of Nyarlathotep, where we have deep conversations about Shrek and the fact that all Canadians have a secret contact line to talk to Michael Myers. Before we jump into this whole story, we are going to just go around the table, introduce ourselves. Hi, my name is Lucas. My pronouns are he, him. And yes, I do have Michael Myers in my contact list on my phone. Ian.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ian. My pronouns are he, they, and I don't have Michael Myers on my contact information because I've never stepped foot in Canada before. But I will be playing Weary, the Artificer Tiefling. I'm just trying to plan our little breakout from our quote unquote imprisonment. It's fine. We'll be fine.
Meg.
Hey, I'm Meg. I am fighting the sinus infection, so I am so sorry now if you see me dive across the screen while I sneeze. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm playing your very favorite socially anxious godling druid, Alora, whose pronouns are they, them, and I'm unconscious on a bed at the moment, so who knows what they're dreaming of.
Just. You're muted?
What about now?
There you go.
Thanks, voice mod. It just crashed horribly, so that's fun. Anyway, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Glyph, the Automata rogue, whose pronouns are they, them, who I hope doesn't need their robot voice tonight, because it's not working.
Eve.
Hello, I am Eve, and I am playing TK37, the telekinetic goblin super soldier, and I am somewhere doing something, I guess.
Very true. Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason, and I'm playing Kratoq, the simply superb Plumerian bard. We're both he, him. And I just want to point out that Mike Myers and Michael Myers are very different people.
No, you call him Michael when you're close to him, all right? When you are good friends, you call him Michael. It's not just a serial killer. All right.
Shrek the serial killer.
I could see it. All right. So, apart from Shrek, because we do have a Shrek fan cast, but, the main story we have today is Rise of Nyarlathotep. Of course, our music and sound effects are brought to us by Sirenscape. So if you two want to hear like there are frogs hiding underneath your pillows, or maybe they're whispering secrets to you as you fall into your sleep so that you too can join them in the annual mud sleep, then head on over to Sirenscape and join the cult of Kroken, or should we say church, because they're official now. All right. And we, of course, are sponsored by Roll20. Stick around to the end because we are doing a giveaway. We're giving away another copy of the Power Rangers TTRPG. So you're getting that core book. So stick around to the end. Use the chat and make sure you're following us. That's how you're entered into this whole shebang. So, last time, Rise of Nyarlathotep, our heroes have, they traversed into the Valley of Kroken, which is a bit of a weird place. It was designed in a very fun game. They had met up with some people who were, they're followers of Kroken, so people who are slowly turning into frog people. Kratoq, who is from basically the region, said that there are no such thing as frog folk, and was very confused of this whole situation. And after the frog folk were trying to they were talking to Alora, and TK was getting mad, and talking to Weary, then the frog folk went back into the lake, and you encountered, after moving a little bit, some wardens. They were all Talarians, which is another group of the bird folk. These are often resemble birds of prey. So, talking to these Talarians, they were ambushed by a bunch of these frog folk that came out. Skill challenge happened. You all managed to run away, made it back to the Talarians' home base, which is the House of Trees. If you look on our map, right near the bottom in the middle, that's where the Randos are at the moment. And so they were there. They talked to the Captain Shadespeare, and they basically told a little bit of their side of the story of what happened at Greenest, because the Wardens are trying to figure it out, and the Randos are kind of wanted, not really for arrest, they're for holding, right? Because things are going on. A giant Doom Cube happened. people are trying to figure out what happened with that, and the Randos kind of took off with the dark blade and didn't really stick around for questioning. So the Randos all decided to relax a little bit. They talked to a Telerian called Swiftwing, scared them a little bit with Weary lunging at them periodically. Talked to Duke Peyton Thaler, found out that he had known Lady Arabella Bywood and tried to court her before she got him and his entire family murdered by the wielder of the banded mask. You all were basically crashing for the night and just trying to relax a little bit. You were finally sleeping in a nice bed and you weren't dealing with the Fae, and everyone seemed actually pretty decent and nice here. Nobody was eccentric. Everyone was just regular people. So you were quite excited at the prospects of it. But during all of this, TK was missing. TK went missing right around the time that you saw those frog folk and you quickly ran away. Let me get some spooky music. So you, TK, the last thing you remember is you were slinking off the back of the cart, hoping to get the better of the wardens just in case something went wrong. You figured, well, if they're here to arrest us and they know who we are, it's better to have one up on them. So you slinked off, and you hunkered down a little bit by the water, still making sure that you kept an eye out for any of those weird frog people coming out. You got a little too distracted by what they were all saying. You had the dark blade strapped to your back as you were getting ready to launch yourself towards them, just in case, when suddenly something grabbed your leg. You quickly swung around, trying to use your powers, but then more and more of these hands kept grabbing at you. You were clawing at them, slashing at them, you were using your powers to rip and explode them, but more and more of these hands kept coming out of the mud. But these hands weren't made out of mud, they were made out of blood and obsidian. And they dragged you under. You floated for what felt like forever. You calmed yourself eventually, after struggling for some time. You could kind of hear the Darkblade yelling in a very distant, foggy voice, but you couldn't quite make out what they were saying. You find yourself suddenly breathing and stumbling into this stone room. These large obsidian pillars reach high into the air, further than you can see. There's a throne at the end of this room. It's made out of numerous bones, pieces of melted armor, weapons, just discarded dead soldiers. On this throne sits a figure. They have their legs crossed. Their head is leaning down on a fist. Their body is made out of this blood and obsidian. Flames are rising off them. They have almost this crown made of fire. They lean a little closer towards you, TK. What do you want to do?
TK sighs deeply and just says, God damn it, Alora.
They wave a hand, and you see that a plate is brought out, carried by this zombie. They're kind of lurching forward. They bring the plate down, and it has food and drink on it, as they're still just staring at you.
So like a table and chair situation, or
When you think about it, one appears.
TK sits down.
They lean back in their throne, staring at you.
TK, you made a deal with me. You want vengeance. What are you doing?
TK thinks for a moment. am pushing forward.
4 remain on your list. I need you to be the one to claim. Most of these, we are in competition now. Another has risen to the task.
Is it?
They are employed by the one wielding the banded metal mask. 4CK. 4CK is their title. Wielder of the Bright Blade.
Oh shit. Oh.
I'm not mad that you brought back my sibling. This is fine. And counts as a win.
Instantly, huge relief off TK's shoulders, but she's not showing it.
This is a win for us against the cult of true chaos. But they are harvesting the dead demigod's energy.
The back behind them swirls around, and you watch as there is this massive spider made out of stone. But there's a section out of the spider where it looks like the face would be, and the face is completely removed. They're underground, and the spider is jumping from area to area. You see there is this automata. They have this blade of completely white energy. But roll me a perception check.
Yeah, I just remembered to pull up my character sheet. That is a dirty 20.
You see there are tendrils, like these tentacles that are moving through the automata's frame. And it's moving them. It's like jerking them to the side, moving them to the side, swinging the blade for them, moving them at incredible speeds as they're fighting this giant stone spider. And you start hearing the sounds of this combat. And you can hear
Please. Please. Release me. I can't.
and then they're pulled quickly, and they slash this bright blade. You're watching as they're taking off the giant stone arachnid's legs. And standing off to the side, you see the back of someone. They're wearing a gray suit. Their gray hair is slicked back, a little bit peppered with black. Their arms are folded, and they're watching. The image slowly fades.
They're a puppet. The master can't use the blade.
That's right. The Bright Blade can only be wielded by one with a true heart. One without darkness. The automata gained a soul recently. They're pure, and so they were used.
I've got a couple options for taking this out. Okay. Where are the other corpses at?
The wall shifts again. You see a massive being. It is composed completely out of banded metal, and its face is just this hollowed out remains. This steel looks like it's been torn to shreds along the edges. It's slowly dragging itself along the desert. It is a huge humanoid form, 2 arms, 2 legs, and as it's slowly walking through the desert, the sandstorm's picking up around it, you see that there are other undead that march around it, a horde. They're comprised of both steel and flesh. It shifts again. You see there is a 3-headed giant being. They have 6 arms. They're crawling through what looks like a gigantic library. All the faces are missing from the 3 heads. They're making an ungodly howling sound as librarians are quickly running away. This library seems gigantic, and people are just fleeing as it's jumping from bookshelf to bookshelf, grabbing people and killing them. It shifts one last time. You see a very, very large tree on the side of the mountain. There are a lot of people around it, wearing gray robes, 5 shades of gray to be exact. They are marching along this tree chanting, and you watch as an ent, bigger than any that's been seen before, is pulling itself out of this tree, but missing its face as it's roaring in pain. And then it turns back into a stone wall.
Understood.
If you find a way to bring these ones back, that is fine. But if you cannot, you do not hesitate, you kill them. You end them with that blade.
You look to your side, and you see the Dark Blade is standing there, the same form that you saw in the Doom Cube. Their eyes are narrowed as they're staring at Varkashka.
So, you went and made a deal with this one, huh? Well. Am I surprised? Yeah. Am I disappointed? A little bit. Am I ready to fight these things? Yeah, of course.
Good. Don't fuck it up.
You feel yourself floating up a little bit, and Varkashka leans more forward towards you. You feel like you're inches away from them. The heat from them is almost unbearable. You look down at your arm, and there's only 4 names written in strange runes, no longer 5.
I do not like my sibling Kroken playing with my things. Show that little brat that my chosen are not to be trifled with. End his stupid swarm around you.
You feel yourself suddenly pulled. You are ripped out of the mud by this frog person as they're pulling you up. They're croaking loud. You look around you, and there is at least 12 of them, and you are instantly set into a rage. What do you do, TK?
TK just... how do I word this? Lets off just a bubble burst around her to push everything back and grabs Darkblade.
They all get shoved back. Darkblade just forms into this large blade in your hand. You're looking at all these frog folk as they're pulling up javelins, spears, clubs, nets, and they're starting to come towards you. You're on the side of this lake, you're covered in mud, and you're just wiping it off your face as you're looking at them.
PK lets go of Darkblade to just leave it floating next to her. She's like, all right, one at a time. And she's just going to barrel forward, swinging Darkblade around her like a fucking tornado of death.
Roll me 3d20. with your attack bonus.
21. That's another 21. And 25.
To an outside viewer, they watch as TK floats up, enveloped in this void. Just these two eyes staring out, this dark blade swinging around them. We see TK flash forward, ripping apart one of the frog folk, cutting another one down. Another jumps up with its club, and the sword is stabbed through their head and pulled out. And it is just one after another. They go down, 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 as all these frog folk are slain. Around TK, you feel this blessing from Varkashka flow through you as you scream towards the night sky. And you slowly float down to the ground, blood all around you. The insects are buzzing around you. The energy fades as you come back to normal. And you're now in a swamp. We'll go back to our other dear randos. The rest of you randos have a pretty good sleep. You wake up thinking that you're forgetting something, but brush it off as breakfast is brought to you in bed.
Oh.
Hey everyone! Hi! Just bring you breakfast.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've been assigned to you.
Are you okay with that?
I could be... I don't know if I have a say in these things. I'm kind of new.
Huh.
What exactly is, like, the breakfast? Is it, like, bugs and stuff?
Kratoq is. The rest of yours is regular food. They do have, like, there are some elves here, some elves of Terra, there are some humans,
Okay.
a few other people who are here, so they do require other food that's not fit for bird folk.
Okay, because I was like, God, if it's worms, I'm just going to have, like, PTSD while I'm eating breakfast.
Glyph's just like stirring a bowl of oatmeal and not eating it. And it's like, thank you, Swiftwing.
Yeah. Well, I know how much you love just playing with your food, so I brought you one that you could just stir for a while.
You are very observant, and that is most appreciated.
Well, they say I got the eyes of a hawk.
Yeah.
Apologies for yesterday. I was a little on edge and was scaring you for fun.
I just figured you're a rough and tumble group.
Oh no, maybe. Would you say we're rough and tumble?
In appearance only.
Tumble, maybe.
We've definitely taken our share of tumbles.
In appearance only, says the one wearing shiny silver glittery
It's like
armor.
fractured CDs. That is ghetto as shit.
We look more like a
bird
really.
No, it doesn't look
mismatched-
rough.
You're very sparkly.
We look like that band that Disney had that was supposed to look like Star Wars characters.
To the bird folk, Kratoq looks great because of the shiny just all over him. That's why he thought he was famous.
Argue about everyone else, not just me, okay?
Captain Shadespeare wanted to see all of you when you're done eating.
Oh. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Swiftwing. We will be along shortly.
Okay.
Swiftwing, could you escort me down for a minute? I need to collect some things.
To like the ground floor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, yeah. Eat your breakfast, though. It's important.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll eat and then just, like, climb down, I
Yeah,
suppose.
they have, like,
so...
the lift that they take you down with. They have a larger one for when they're bringing up wagons. They have a smaller one just for, like, individuals going down. And Swiftwing
Okay.
just flies and spirals down.
Show off. Yeah, I'm kind of looking for, like, different, like, plants and herbs that I might, like, recognize for, like, medical purposes, I guess.
Yeah, roll me a nature and a perception.
Okay, for the nature, that is disgusting for a 24. And perception for also a 24.
So you are marching through, and you're finding some great things here and there. You're finding like, a lot of edible mushrooms. Some of the glowing mushrooms seem weird, so you take some of those because you're interested. And you're grabbing like a lot of different like medicinal plants. And something catches your eye. This mound of mud is just tromping towards you. And that would have spooked you out. But you can hear, because your perception was so high, you can hear the very specific and telling grumbles of a certain goblin from your group.
I have the memory of a goldfish. Remind me of his name.
Her name is TK37.
Oh, that's TK. I literally thought you meant like a little. I don't think I have anything like
the purple
The
guy.
ones from
the
no,
purple
like
ones?
a blob of mud,
Oh, no, it's a goblin.
not like a giant hill of
Not
mud.
a bloblin, a goblin.
Yeah, given this game, we could have made friends with a blob of mud.
That's why I was like, did I miss that?
I'll give you that. I'll give you
Did
that.
we miss the
could've
blob
met
of mud episode where we
could've
went
met a
First,
mud
you get
kin
some
or
jars
our
of
friend
dirt,
Blob
and
of
then you got a
Mud?
blob of mud.
Yeah.
Am I on
That's
the
that's
moon
our
for that
new
again?
that's our new listener point goal is we meet the blob of mud.
Mm-hmm. So you
Yeah.
see TK is just covered, crusted in mud. Thankfully, though, with all the mud, the bugs are leaving you alone.
Oh, we got a community challenge done.
Oh no, which one?
The Randos poster, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, the wanted.
Is that what we got, gang? Yep. So the Randos poster is done. We got all of those points.
We need more people chasing after us.
All right, so that challenge is done. So you will see what happens. That one is that the Randos poster actually, it's a benefit for all of you. The Randos posters get messed up from somebody who's
Yeah.
doing the sketches, and so they're all completely wrong. And the names are like the ones that TK was handing out, like Kratoq and Allura.
Oh yeah. TK. What? What happened?
Killed everything. Now I'm going to kill everything here so we can leave.
I will feed you dinner when we're done. Mind your business. Sorry, my
I already
cat's
ate.
destroying my elbow. Can you
That
stop?
could have also been to TK.
Right. Everything?
Everything that was around me. Look, we gotta go to a tree like now. Shit's going down.
Is it yelling timber?
Boo!
Oh, so it's fine if Jason makes the jokes.
I
Fuck
boo
y'all.
Jason too.
It was good, though.
I'm
Just
an
agreed to the booze already.
opportunity booer. Excuse you.
I liked it.
Fuck y'all. You look like
I-
a bard. I can see how it is.
I boo all of those jokes. I'll have you know.
I appreciate 95% of them.
So, yeah, well, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, everyone's up there. We can get into that lift. Just give me a second, and I'm just gonna like
Allura,
get like a
watch
couple
out!
of
There's
jars.
a mud monster.
TK's
This one's relatively harmless.
Lips.
It's okay.
It has a very
TK's
large
still
sword.
pointing dark blade at it. Just immediately. Just like,
I'm just.
is this
holding
another
her
one of the
back.
captors?
I'm just holding, just picked her, held her back. Like,
I'm so
this is
confused.
friendly. You have to forgive her. She's a
Hey,
little on edge. Just take us up to the others. They need
No.
to see her too.
Are you hungry?
You.
Did you seriously willingly let yourselves get arrested?
No.
Okay,
Put
the
her on
captain
the
said it wasn't
thing.
arrested, though. It's kind of like holding.
That's arresting. You
Oh.
guys let yourselves get arrested.
They didn't have a warrant, so technically it's not. And it's just.
No, it's absolutely an arrest. You got arrested. Let's go get everyone else and get the fuck out of here. Fuck this place. Fuck these fucking cops. Let's go.
Knew they were a rough and tumble group. We go up to the rest up above.
I mutter. It's mostly her.
The three of you had finished your breakfast and you're getting ready, and you do know that Captain Shadespeare had wanted to talk with you while Laura is down picking up weeds and such.
Do we hear any of the commotion down there?
I wouldn't say so. Laura kind of wandered off a little bit.
Glyph is pacing. They are very concerned that TK did not come back.
What is the Duke doing right now, like Duke Bait and Taylor?
They're not there.
What?
There's a note, though.
Oh.
I would go to read the note.
My dearest Randos and the one mean one. I stayed pretty long, and then I started to get bored. But, to be fair, I heard the birds chirping, so I figured, did my part. It didn't look like anything was gonna happen to you, and there was guards patrolling outside, which I figure, gonna have to sneak past. But, I'm needed elsewhere. I will reconvene with you very shortly. Meet you at the Resmere location. Already talked to Forgvin. Love, XOXOXO, the Duke.
Glyph's reading this over Kratoq's shoulder. Who is the mean one?
That's actually a great question. It could apply to any of us, possibly, I guess.
At least maybe 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 5.
Okay, out of character. First of all, fuck you. I'm not mean.
I didn't say you. Jeez.
They said 3 out of 5.
Fuck you.
That means
I'm
there's
not
2 people.
mean.
I'm gonna
out of character.
I'm a kick your
Laura's a
ass.
fucking delight. I don't know what
Fuck
you're
I
talking
was
you.
just gonna let that live in the air, and we were gonna move on. But
Now you have to get to the bottom of it.
I was gonna say, because I've seen Glyph turn themselves into buzzsaws incarnate, I would say that's a little mean.
I did slam his skull face into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe it's a rotating thing, like we all wear the mean hat at different points in time.
Ah.
Are we all together now? Or are we?
No.
Laura and TK still aren't here.
Oh, okay. We should we go meet our captors and then let them know that we're leaving? And then explain that we will resort to our usual unspeakable violence if they don't let us go?
If you want, I could probably talk to Shadespeare alone if you want to head out already, like right away.
Oh, that's even better.
That may work.
All right, let's get going.
All right, so Kratoq, you want to talk to Shadespeare?
Yeah, I'll go and try and find Shadespeare. I'll be proactive about this conversation stuff.
So they're still in their office, or I guess they're in their office now. You go over to where you last talked to them. You enter in there, and you see this Talarian is just writing something down, and they look up at you, this Raven Talarian. Ah, Kratoq. Or should I say, Sir Kratoq. Please, have a seat.
Well, thank you. No need for formalities, though. That's just Kratoq to you.
I spoke with members of our order, and I spoke with some people in Plumeria, as you requested. It seems there's a few things going on in your homeland.
What? Anything new? Hey, we've had some problems for a while, but...
Yes, the government, Plumeria, specifically the Divine Voice, seems to have intervened on your behalf. You are no longer just Kratoq Prismwing. You are Sir Kratoq Prismwing. Your family's status has been elevated. This keeps you out of the hands of the wardens and other groups at the moment.
I mean, I'll take it. If you had more questions, though, like I'll talk with you. You know, I think you.
Well, I certainly do, but there's a few points of order that I've been told to inform you about. Your
Alright.
status has been elevated, and your family, your flock, is being taken care of, but the court, or should I say the government, wishes for you to return to Plumeria within 2 weeks' time, or else they won't be able to hold off the holding that the different groups want with the Randos. This only applies to you, and that brings me to my other point. I spoke with Command, and as much as it may tarnish my name, I don't agree. I've spoken with all of you, and I've heard your side of the story, and I've met many evil people in my time. I did not get that from you. They ask us to hold you for political reasons, but the wardens were always meant to be outside the bias of politics. I took my oath to remain unbiased, and to ask me to do such a thing, I feel, goes against the very will of this order. So even though it may tarnish my name and strip me of rank, we will not hold you and your friends. It just wouldn't sit right with me.
I understand. I don't know if this helps at all. And Kratoq plucks like a couple feathers out of his arm. At least you could show him that you tried to track us down, but you know, we're pretty good at escaping.
Well, I'm afraid there are more people here that have seen you. I'm not sure everyone is loyal to me. Some are more loyal to the powers that be in HQ, but I will give you time.
I can make some noise and fly out. It'll look like you tried to keep me here.
No, it's better that you weren't chased. I'm leaving here. Plumeria capital is about a week's travel from here. So that should give you a week to take care of what you need to do, but I do urge you to go to Plumeria. If you go against the people who are granting you this, well, you know as well as I do how fickle politics can be.
Yeah, that's an understatement, I would say. But, well, thanks a lot. I don't know if you had any hand in what happened in Plumeria there.
I did not. This all seems to be the work of certain flocks and the divine voice. They seem interested in you in particular, Kratoq.
Well, I would imagine they'd want to summon me back. Maybe it's just, the old political ploy, you know. They've been wanting me back there for a while.
I have heard that, strangely, your position has not been filled.
I don't think I'm easily replaceable.
That is a good thing, Sir Kratoq.
Yes. Well, thanks again. I suppose I'll head out. I guess I hope to see you again. You know, you've been a lot less abrasive than you could have been. And I appreciate that.
If you ever need a friend in the Wardens, you can always reach out to me.
Kratoq just kind of tips his head as he leaves back out the door.
You head back out as you can hear the sounds of arguing as the lift comes up, and TK covered in mud, dark sword, the dark blade on their back, and Alora just like kind of hands between TK and Swiftwing.
TK, what the hell's going on? No one's cleaned you up yet? And he waves a hand and casts prestidigitation to unsoil TK.
Thank you. Now, which of these cops do I have to fucking kill to get us out of here?
No, you misunderstand. We're all here under good pretenses.
You were arrested.
No, we agreed to answer some questions.
Being held, just for questions.
That is being arrested.
What?
We weren't taken forcibly, like we did have the option to say no. But given
But
the
what do you think
juncture,
would have happened if you'd said no? They would have insisted. Now, who do I have to kill?
you don't have to kill anyone, TK. It's all been spoofed over. If you could
good
believe
that
it.
this one didn't meet Captain Shadespeare.
Good. Good. Then let's go. Where's everybody else? Are they in a cell somewhere?
They should be on their way down, I believe. I don't know what
Yes.
everyone's up to, actually.
Yeah, you do see Weary and Glyph. Glyph, you managed to hide the bowl of oatmeal in the room.
Strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Poured it into a potted plant.
Yeah. I love breakfast. DK. You are well.
No, I'm not. Look, we've got to go. Shit's happening. So let's go.
We do. Did not Captain Shadespeare wish to speak to us?
Don't talk to the cops.
Everything is all right. I was advised that there's like a 2-week hold or standoff, I suppose, on anyone questioning or trying to arrest us or anything. I guess they pulled some strings on my behalf in Plumeria. I'll need to return there within the 2-week period, though.
Cool. Let's go. We've got to go kill a god. Like, right now.
Wow, you're all so busy.
Yes. So, go away.
Oh, I was hoping to say goodbye, but I guess. Bye.
Goodbye. Have a good one.
Yeah. Make sure you eat breakfast.
As we're
Question your leadership.
walking
I'm too
out,
nervous.
Glyph puts a hand on Swiftwing's shoulder. Is like, when you get the chance, you should leave the wardens and go to trade school. It's much safer.
Oh, no. I'm a great warrior. Everyone says so. They say, wow, Swiftwing, you're a great warrior.
He's just gonna, brain push Swiftwing over.
Oh, I knew I should have breakfast. I'm sorry, I gotta go to the mess hall.
Can't stay mad at him.
Sorry, everyone.
Could have had some Red Bull.
We gotta go to the giant tree. Now it's surrounded by cult assholes. And I need to kill the god that's there before they do.
Sure thing.
So remember,
Did we previously know there was a god there, or is this just TK going off?
TK saw a giant tree on the side of a mountain, and the mountain range was gigantic. It was sprawling as far as you could see.
Oh, I was thinking that it was the giant tree that's here.
No, that giant tree is far away from a mountain, so you don't have to worry about that. This one,
Oh, okay.
I will say I have mentioned this tree a number of times in the story, and I will leave it there.
Is it the
Okay, I'm
The
mixing
world
up my
tree,
giant
probably.
trees.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
the-
There are many.
The one in the
giant tree
swamp is
lore?
the glow tree.
Yeah, the
There's
glow
not
tree.
Not enough signs around here.
No.
Wait, we left that part of the woods where everything is labeled with a sign. So we were given all the information that Funky Chaos and the Chaos Bunch are over by Heretics Remain. They went towards the mountain.
Yeah, you were told that the two wagons were seen going towards the Kroken Mountains.
All right. So given the handy map that we grabbed off of a table on the way out, looks like the closest thing to the mountains might be this. It looks like a very fun little squiggle that denotes a ruin. And the wagons were heading there, so we should probably see what we can scout out. And Forvin, you can guide us, right? That's like your deal.
Yeah.
Okay, are they in that direction? Like, and I point towards where we would.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's 2 for 2.
Does Forvin just hang out under Kratoq's hat like Navi?
Just like,
Yeah. 100%.
Listen,
and can go
listen.
invisible so they can hide. You know, when you're
Hey!
put into holding from the cops. But,
everyone gets a cool pat.
Yes, Forvin, we need to find them, but they need to not see us.
okay. And they just like sort of like drift from Kratoq and they go and start like sailing downwards, but you will take the lift down. And you are once more at the swamp, and you see like your spider horses are down there, like everything's all set up, your wagon's set up. It looks like you've been given some supplies. Kratoq, you've been given some like toasted crickets and stuff like that for the trip, so you no longer just have to hang out with the normie food.
This is a very large bag of mealworms.
do you want to try? Oh, never mind.
Real quick, did TK ever meet 4CK?
I know.
Ian, Weary did.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met 4CK, and I brought up that I met an automata
Okay.
in town. So I think
I
we
didn't
mentioned
think
the
so.
name. Yeah,
I think
mentioned the
Weary
name.
did mention the name. That was around the time where everyone shared secrets, and Weary.
That's right.
Weary
Yes.
talked about meeting an automata, and then it was brought up about Glyph.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think TK would remember that.
Oh, rip.
She remembers faces better
Well,
than
you gotta-
names.
You got a dirty 20 on that, or really high on that perception roll. Doesn't 4CK have their name written on their
Mm-hmm.
face?
And TK was also told that their name was 4CK.
Oh.
4CK.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when it
I
comes
mean-
up organically, it'll come up, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of shit went down, and TK say this well, like she's getting up on Princess.
We've mastered the walk and talk at this point.
Yes.
Mm.
Alora, we're lucky. Barkashka's not pissed.
Told you so! I'd have been dead a long time ago if they were.
They wouldn't have been pissed at you.
We both would have been dead, but you get it. And I just keep walking forward. I'm far ahead.
You're so far ahead.
I'm running away from TK at this point.
Oh, I thought we discussed it. Here he gets mad and starts huffing.
No, not even on your spider horse. Just running.
Yep. I said no.
Okay, so there is a. Remember how the bright blade's in the area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's under control.
Like we
from
have it.
The
handled?
assholes. No.
Oh.
With Bywood and Bywood, they're controlling the Bright Blade?
The person I saw, they're just. It looked like
He's a human.
so
they
like
were
a
wearing,
man in
like,
a suit.
Yeah, you couldn't place who they were or where they're from.
Gray suit.
Someone
There's
else
somebody
might
in a
be.
gray suit
A gray suit.
controlling an automata.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait. That is very strange. An automata. Also, I thought Lord Kyle had the Bright Blade and he would never wear gray.
So, don't take this the wrong way, Cliff. But do you know an automata by the name of 4CK 4CK?
Oh, I know an autumn by the name of that. To save you any embarrassment on Glyph's behalf, I met them in the town we blew up. Checks hand for scribbled notes of the name of that town.
Transmedia?
Transmudia. There we go. Oh yeah, I met 4CK in the while I was taking a bath in Transmudia.
Well, they have the bright blade, and they're
Oh,
getting
that's not-
puppeted by
that's
some
not good.
dickhead.
That's horrible. I liked 4CK, 4CK.
Yeah, they don't like it, so we either gotta kill 4CK or we gotta kill the dickhead.
So 4CK is also sentient.
Just about, yeah. They discovered themselves. And
And I missed it.
They seemed very unhappy with the whole situation.
yeah, being alive isn't really on there. It's been a strange going of it.
No, I'm talking about the whole getting puppeted.
Oh yeah, that part too is
That
probably
was also not
bad.
fun. I've only met 2 other automata who were awake.
So, yeah, we've got to stop that or kill the other gods before it gets to them.
That is a tall order.
Yeah, hence why I'm like, let's not voluntarily get arrested and instead just go.
Yeah. So I'd say right now, given everything we've learned, time is of the essence.
Yes.
So we should keep a good clip, and we finish up here, and then we go. Did Kratoq mention the transmedia, the Plumeria limit, the time limit?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 weeks, yep.
He didn't mention he's a sir now.
Oh well, he doesn't have to, right? But given that we have some time limit and now that's all I can think about. And Plumeria is like a step above where we're at. It would be natural to finish up here and then keep going. So I don't want to rush us, but I think we have some cultists to I was going to say bamboozle, but we're going to do something much more lethal to them.
I love the smell of cultists in the morning.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We are much better ARP this time.
Oh, and TK question. I was looking through various materials for your new prosthetic, and I was wondering if you had any preferences outside of the current mushroom that's slowly eating your insides for
I mean, I
materials.
stopped eating my insides because I fed it.
Right.
But I don't know, something I can feel with. I like feeling.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll figure something out.
So you're moving along at a fairly steady pace. You're leaving early in the morning, which helps. And the ground is fairly soft while you're moving along. Every so often the wagon gets a little bit stuck, but you all manage to keep freeing it and going forward. The spider horses don't have that hard of a time. When you have so many legs, it makes it a lot easier to traverse very difficult terrain. And as you're going through here, you leave the area that the wardens have set up as their base of operation, and you go towards this area labeled on the map. It says Heretics Remains. Coming into this area, it's still quite swampy, but it looks like it was cleared out, and then nature just kind of rolled back in. So there's no large trees that are anywhere, but there's a lot of shrubs that have popped up, small plants, that kind of thing. And in this area, you see there are like moldy tents, like remains and tatters. There are like cooking supplies. There are old boxes that have been broken open. You see every so often you see things like mining tools or like other pieces of paper that look completely folded or faded or just like eaten away.
How old does this stuff look?
It doesn't look ancient by any means. It just looks very like the weather hasn't been kind to it. Probably at least a few years old.
Okay, so that it doesn't look like somebody's recently been through here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely looks like it's been here for a few winters.
Strange that they were mining so far from the mountains. What could they have been looking for?
Trash, bugs, fancy dirt rocks.
Ingredients, maybe? Horrible things that are not meant to be disturbed, given our track record.
Or maybe they were really just stupid and mining in a swamp.
Yeah, no, horrible plan, really.
Hence why it was all just abandoned.
Yeah, they might have been mining in the mountains. This could have been a base camp of sorts.
How close to the mountains are we?
You're definitely a couple hours away.
This is terrible mining, like base camp.
Everyone make me history checks.
I got a 12.
Wow.
22.
TK got an 18.
That's
Kratoq
a
and Allura?
4 for Kratoq.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a 12. My voice quit working for a second.
Okay. So, TK, you recognize, as you're traveling along, it looks like there's some stuff that's been unearthed around here. And it's definitely Dwarven, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But there's old Dwarven runes that have been unearthed in this area. You can tell by, like, the sketchings. You recognize Dwarven script. It seems familiar to you. You're not entirely sure why. So you're looking at all these runes all over the place.
TK just points at it and goes, "That's Dwarven."
I'm gonna run over and like scribble some of them down. I'm proficient in it.
In what?
In Dwarvish.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, for sure. Roll me a... I guess another history check, because you're just kind of like, because it's very old, so you're trying to like kind of make it present day.
It's like-
Okay, not 20 plus the 2, so 22.
Okay. So we'll come back to that in just a second.
I don't really know any Dwarven, but like I know a couple words like biblioteca.
Ian, or Weary,
Weary
recognizes...
does not speak Dwarven.
You don't
But
speak Dwarven, you don't know a lot about Dwarven runes, but
right.
you know a thing or two about archaeology. Weary was set up to do a lot of this actual kind of work, digging up
Yeah.
ancient pieces of Magitech and Sekathet.
Mm-hmm.
So looking
It was
around,
after my farming days.
yeah, you start recognizing certain tools that you yourself used, and you
Oh.
start realizing the whole layout of this place. That it's not that they were trying to mine from the mountains; it's that you're standing on top of something that was very, very important, because the tools that they have here are, although they've been weathered a bit, if they've just been touched up, these are all really high quality tools. Whoever came here had a lot of money, and they really wanted to do something and do it fast, because there are so many sets of these tools. They clearly brought a lot of people here, but you are looking around, there's no remains of anyone. You do see that there are, like, you know, a lot of tents that you'd recognize as probably tents where they set up to, like, bring the artifacts there and, like, dust them off, go over them. And while you're recognizing this whole layout, Allura, you are going up to these runes and trying to discern them. And you're taking it from very, think of it like Old English to English kind of thing. So you're translating this over, and you realize that these runes are set up as a source of, like, guarding something very, very powerful. And you know that the dwarves hid it here to keep it away from their kingdom, because they didn't want an unjust ruler to use it. There's something here that is hidden somewhere, obviously somewhere in these runes, and from the looks of it, they didn't finish, because all these tools are still here.
Oh. This was a dig... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. What did you find?
This,
And then I'll talk. Go.
this is a dig site, archaeology. They were trying to find something well-funded, very rapid turnaround time. If it were something for, I guess, cultural significance, they'd have done things much slower. They were trying to find something in particular, something they needed to be able to retrieve or produce. And this must have been where they were set up camp, which would explain why it's so far from the mountain. They were probably trying to keep a wide range.
Huh. Okay. Well, the runes here are telling me that it's hiding something. Not that they were looking for it, but that they're hiding it.
Hiding?
Yeah, these are I met a couple of dwarfs in a bar once, and they taught me the language. And this
over a couple of beers.
over a couple of beers. I'm a quick study.
Just godling things.
Just and why do you have so many points? And these are like protection runes almost, and it's guarding something that's around here. From what I can tell, so there's got to be something. Lucas, could I do like an Arcana check to see if it's like a magical something or other?
It's definitely, you know that it's something very powerful, so it's more than likely going to be magical. Something of like an artifact variety.
Could I use it like a sonar kind of ping?
No.
Damn. Okay.
They probably would have found it if they could do that.
Yeah, I was like, what if I just like echolocated the thing? I mean, if they have the tools here, like you said, maybe we could look for it. I don't want to like disturb it per se, but I just want to find it. And if it's that easy for us to find it, then we might want to hide it better for them.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Could it have been the Bright Blade?
God?
You don't know. It doesn't say what it is. It just says what they had to do. They brought it here
I know
to
where
take it
the
away from
bright
an
blade
unjust
came
ruler.
from.
Yeah. Given
I paid attention to the side stories.
you can find out more at our Patreon. Given that all these tools are kind of set up and laid out, oh my god, I lost my train of thought. I had a question, but it's gone. Oh my gosh. Okay. Given all these tools and the kind of setup they have around the area, would we be able to tell, like, is there any kind of like marks of progress or any kind of like records being kept that we could check out?
Like a notebook?
Everyone can roll me an investigation if they want.
I'm done. Okay.
TK is just, she's rolling her eyes and like, why are we fucking around in this excavation site? Just go like kick some things while she's
finds the thing you're
stomping
looking
around.
Yeah. It's very likely they're looking for the same thing, or at least something related to it.
Yep, nope, TK did, but nothing.
I got a 9.
I got a 4.
That tracks. I got a 14.
Okay.
8.
Oh, I got a 17.
Okay.
Like, y'all, come on.
Glyph, you do find what appears to be they've dug out a walkway that leads down into a tunnel. You found it because you were looking around and you saw that there were minecarts. They set up some very quick, somewhat shoddy minecart tracks that led out of this tunnel. And they kind of built the tracks to go alongside the stone steps that lead down there. And they essentially were just like using this minecart to go in and out, bring out anything else blocking the path.
I believe I have found the entrance to whatever they were digging up.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it flooded?
No.
That's weird.
Very
Those
weird.
We
engineers are
shouldn't go in that
crazy.
tunnel.
Can I roll like survival or anything to see if like the wagons were here?
Right. It's a good plan.
Yeah, survival would be right. Yeah.
Okay. Not great. That's a 13.
It's hard to say because the water often like will fill in the tracks, like if you're going anywhere. So you can't make out anything in the area. You can tell that they're very old tracks where things were like sitting for a long time that created like ruts and stuff like that. But just from where you are, you can't see anything that's standing out.
This is way more nature than I am used to. I cannot tell if Resmir was here.
Well, we can at least try to scout ahead. I think we all have access to various animals of the scouting variety. But mine is effectively immortal, so we'll start with Pesca. And then we'll move on to Forvin.
What?
I don't want to send you as a scout because I value your safety.
Wow.
You're like a small child to me.
Oh, wow.
How are we scouting this out? This is not an objective.
It's adventure.
Forvin,
Exactly.
before I scout, is Resmir nearby?
We're close. Probably like, I guess like an hour and a half.
Okay, so it could be relevant, and we might need to find a place to hold up anyways. So I'm gonna attach a little light crystal to Pesca, and I'm gonna kind of ungauntlet my little manta ray homunculus and have it fly down into the shaft.
All right, so they slowly go down as if they were just lazily swimming in the air, and they go into the entrance. And what they illuminate, because you're all kind of standing on the stairs trying to see, without actually going in. What they illuminate is these old dwarven halls. Like it's going through, very well built and preserved. You see that there are drains along the sides that they've set up. So any accumulated water just goes right out. You see as it's going through, there are these pillars that are set up, and the pillars are set up of these dwarves that have these axes that they're holding with like the axe blade down to the ground, and they just line the way as it's going through. There are murals that are along the walls made of like different stones so that they wouldn't fade over time. And Pesca is just kind of swimming through this hallway. You do see there are mine tracks also laid out that go further down in.
Oh. Forvin, is Resmir an hour and a half downward?
North,
North.
base of the mountain.
Let's scout base of the mountain, and then if we don't find anything, we come back here and see if maybe we have to go underground.
Okay.
I call Pesca back and clicks back into place.
So you
Thank you.
you get back on your spider horses, get the wagon set back up again, and you start moving forward. The campsite isn't gigantic by any means, but it's definitely quite the operation that's been set up. You move out of it. You can tell that there are signs of conflict. Like things have been broken. Tent poles have been snapped. There is like a broken pickaxe off to the side or a shattered sword. And you keep traversing through this area towards the mountains. Everyone, once again, we're having fun with these checks today. Perception. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
23.
Oh.
A dirty 20.
You slut.
19.
Yeah,
Ooh.
23.
Damn.
What'd you get, Kratoq?
7.
7. So, Kratoq, you're the only one who you're not picking up on this.
Dax is sitting there picking his nose.
Picking his beak. Or you're just thinking about, like, Sir Kratoq, huh?
It has a nice ring to it.
As you're traveling along. The rest of you see that there are these large beings. They have these packs on their back. Some have baskets that are filled with pieces of rocks. Some have bundles of wood that are tied to their backs. They kind of look like goblins, but they're around 8 feet tall. Very muscular, very large. They're pulling themselves forward with these bags on their backs. And on their face, they have a mouth, they have ears, but they don't have an eye or a nose. So they just have it's almost like tattoos are on their face instead. What you see around them, though, that are just yelling at them and throwing things at them to get them to move faster, you see many, what you've been calling, Dwarven 2.0s.
Oh.
And you can hear them just yelling in this weird squid voice, just and they're just like throwing things like pieces of mud, rocks, like trying to like every time they kind of try to sit down and take a breather, they start yelling and throwing things.
How many are we talking?
You see there are two of these large beings, one with a basket, one with a bundle of wood, and you see that there are about 6 of these Dwarvens.
Dwarvens are harassing those goblinoids.
Yeah, we should probably kill those.
They are moving in the direction that you're also going.
Yeah, we should definitely kill those.
Let's tail first.
If we tail, then they get to a larger forest.
And if they're missing a smattering of workers, they might send out search parties and find us.
But if
They're going. Look at how slow they're going.
How slow are they go?
It's like they every like 2 minutes these creatures try to like sit and take a rest, and the Dwarvens start freaking out and throwing things.
what if Glyph just went ahead? They're good at sneaking.
Glyph kind of looks at you.
Like, we kill these guys. They're going in the same fucking direction we're going. So if we kill them, we're getting there well before they're supposed to get there. So if anybody sends out a search party, we're already long fucking gone.
Perhaps these tall beings will help us.
Maybe.
Let's prioritize them last. But if they keep violence towards us, we might have to hurt them as well.
Yeah, TK's just gonna huck Dark Blade at one of the Dwarvens.
Oh!
No.
Alrighty. Let me
Starting
pull-
the fight now. Thanks a lot.
Let me pull up the map.
We fought these guys, and we just smashed them literally every time that we see them.
Yeah, we haven't
almost
lost to them yet.
instantly. Like, I don't think a Dwarven's even hit one of us before.
We're so scared
We
of
still
Dwarvens,
don't
and
know
for
if they're
what?
dangerous.
I'm just gonna set this map up super. I didn't. I think you're just gonna throw the fucking dark blade, but
Well,
okay.
we heard there was combat and came to support.
This is true.
I don't know if
So,
Wally can be seen on stream. He's a little too short.
if we look here,
He mostly blends in with the map.
I'm gonna
there he
make.
goes.
I'm gonna make the this guy. So this is what the goblin creatures look like. So they have no eyes, no nose, and just a mouth, ears, and like tattoos on them, as they're carrying stuff along.
Ooh,
And if you're ever curious what a Forven looked like,
they're bad to look at.
this is a Forven.
Yeah, Dwarven.
Oh yeah, Dwarven. Sorry.
Yeah, Forvens are much cuter and
Except
lovable.
these eyes are human eyes. They look just like our eyes. Good times. But they got the tentacle face and like the weird raptor legs, and the strange arms. All right. So, everyone should be able to control their characters. Try to move them around and see if you can, just to make sure.
Everybody's character.
Boy, howdy, I can.
Alrighty. Okay. So, first I'm gonna get initiative, and then I am gonna get everyone's attacks that you're gonna do on your surprise round. So-
TK's metagaming.
Everyone, roll me initiative.
Got
I
8.
always roll such shit initiative.
I always roll bad.
I unfortunately roll well. I got a 21.
I got a 6.
I got 12.
Also 12.
What the fuck, guys?
Glyph.
I got a 10.
I hate it here.
Champions of the realm, everybody.
My dex is 16. What's yours, Eve?
16.
Oh shit, we gotta roll off for this.
Just rock, paper, scissors. That's what I always do.
On the dice, I got a 15.
I got an 18 on the dice.
Okay.
All right. So, for everyone's surprise round, what would you like to do against these Dwarven 2.0s?
Well, like I said, TK threw the sword.
Okay.
Oh, I finally get to use a spell that I've been wanting to use. I take out. Oh wait, I used it during the chase scene. I'm going to use a different spell I've been wanting to use, but I might save it for later. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and take out Pesca and line up a shot and try to get an acid arrow down.
Nice. So TK and Weary, go ahead and roll for your attacks. Kratoq, Alora, and Glyph, what are your plans?
I'm going to move behind this tree, and as I like roll behind the tree, I draw my phase bow out, and I'm going to shoot through the tree at this one. So that will be what I'm doing.
Which one? Sorry. Okay, that one.
The one right by the tree.
Okay. Kratoq and Alora?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the nearest one right there.
Nice.
Ooh. I misspoke on my spell. I'm going to use Caustic Brew instead, because that one's an AoE rather than just like a single target. So this is a big like stream of acid that I'm shooting out of Pesca.
I'm going to actually use Roll20's features instead of writing it down on paper. Whoa, check that out. Hey, Roll20, thanks for the sponsor. I'm using your features. Did you know that you can keep track of your enemy's hit points and all sorts of other things on here? So handy. I found that out when I was doing it for Funsies game. Alrighty.
I'm going to like do the anime fighter style of just swing my staff down and slam and cast Erupting Earth towards the big guy in the back.
Wait, don't attack the goblinoids.
Yeah, these don't seem like they're like beasts of burden.
They're being subjugated.
Don't trust. Fine.
I mean, you
Fine.
can. You're your own person if you wanna.
Yeah.
Fine.
So Lucas,
You say that, and then Eve runs away from me. I see you.
There's another
Yeah.
cool feature. Ian's doing that checking the distance. Well, look at this. We're using
Yeah,
all of Roll20's features today.
Yeah, so I'm lining up the shot, so it'll be a dex save for those 3 Forvins, because it's 30 feet, a stream of acid 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
All right, as somebody is writing on there.
Yeah.
So let's just go around to each person. So first we'll start with Weary. So Weary, they all have to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep. And I'm casting this at 2nd level, so I'm going to roll a little bit more damage than normal.
What is your DC?
And it's going to be 11 points of damage.
What's the DC? Or is it
The
just a hit?
DC? The DC is 15.
15? Okay,
Yeah.
so the back 2 missed, but the one in front of you succeeded.
So that one takes half. Let me check. That one is. It's covered in the acid. Oh no! That one just doesn't take any damage.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it dodges.
It
But
will
the other
accept
two,
that outcome.
yeah, the other two take acid damage, and then every turn, they start to they take more acid damage at the start of their turns. So I'll roll that. Just let me know when that comes around.
Look at this. I was also watching someone else's stream. They got little symbols too to put on the enemies. You think after using this, I used Roll20 for so long, years, and here I am.
Oh, I forgot some extra damage because of an artificer ability. So they'll take 11 plus. I remember my abilities. Alchemy savant. Yeah, they get so it's 15 instead of 14, or sorry, instead of 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Weary, you fire this acid out. The one in front of you quickly turns, seeing you at last minute, and just ducks down to the ground. But the other two are unaware, and they get splashed with this acid. We go from Weary to Alora. What do you do in your surprise round?
So I'm gonna do Erupting Earth. I don't geometry well, and like I said, I'm gonna go on a sinus infection. So what does a cube look like again?
A square.
Okay. I was like, I'm overthinking this.
How big is
It's
the cube?
it's a 20-foot.
Okay, so that will be. You do like.
It'll be
it'd
4,
like
right?
this many. Yeah, so 4x4.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna. There's a reason I'm a music major. I was bad at math. So I'll put it like in the middle. Basically, I'll swing and cast down, kind of. I'm an idiot at Roll20, so I'm gonna shoot it through here, basically, and the point of impact is in this square.
Okay, so that will hit this one.
And
Okay,
then
you're getting pretty much all of them.
it's just those 2, right? Or is it also these guys?
It should be these ones. Okay. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. 1 failed, 2 failed hard, and I'm putting away this dice as all 3 failed.
Hell yeah. All right, and then they will be taking 3d12 bludgeoning damage, and now I gotta do that math, so forgive me. 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 11 is 26. So 26 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
And then
Alright.
none of them succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So dead, and this one is now at 4.
And then that area also becomes difficult terrain until it gets cleared, and then each 5-foot square portion requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand. So they're kind of stuck.
Okay. All right. That was Alora just erupts the ground. 2 of them just get torn up by these spikes of earth, and it goes from Alora to Glyph.
Yeah, I hear all the earth come up, and I hear this Dwarven just squawking, and I know where it is because I just saw it. So I use my bow, and I have advantage because it doesn't know I'm here, and that's 19 plus 6. So I'm pretty sure that's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's gonna take.
It has 4 hit points. Did you?
Oh. Well, it's about to take like a D8 and 3d6s. So, yeah, it takes like 6 damage at first. So
this arrow of light just passes through this tree, and the Forvin looks surprised as it figured the tree is good cover, and it just pierces right through it as it falls down to the ground. There's a steaming hole through it, and it goes to TK. You got the dark blade, and you're swinging it. You're muted, I think. We can't hear you, Eve.
Eve, you're muted on.
There we go.
There you go.
Now I'm not muted. Yeah, she just floats up Darkblade and hucks it right at this little bastard.
All right.
I rolled a 16 on it earlier,
That is a hit.
and I don't remember what the damage dice of the Darkblade is. I'm pretty sure this thing's dead.
All right. So you are hurling the dark blade yourself. So you are taking a bit of damage. Did I say it was just straight damage, or did I roll damage for that?
It was just straight 10.
Yeah.
it was 10.
Okay, yeah, it is 10. My dark blade notes in my one note. All right. So you'll take 10 points for that. But yeah, the amount of damage you are rolling, I believe you are doing 3d8 and 2d10, and then plus your. I guess you used your brain power to throw things. So I guess it would be your Constitution. I guess which makes the most sense because it's your body holding up.
I remember brain power.
Brain power. Eat
Brain
your veggies.
tickler.
3 plus 5. That'll be a 38.
Oh,
So you hurl the dark blade into your as it just stabs right into one of them, and it just erupts in this dark purple flame as the Forvin is trying to reach out and just collapses into this ground. There are 2 remaining Kratoq. You can switch your target as your target has been evaporated.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack that northernmost one now.
Okay,
And I got a 25 to hit.
25's a hit for sure.
That will do 6 points of damage.
All right, so you fire this Eldritch Blast, and it just clips this one in the side of its tentacly face as it was turning around to see what's going on. And we go to the initiative round, and top of the round is Allura.
You think I didn't realize that I would have to move? Okay. Do I have to move, or can I be the lazy druid? Hold up. I can be lazy. Okay. After I've like kind of regathered like the anime posture with the staff, I'm just gonna kind of like step and like whip the staff around almost, and then just point it. And I'm gonna call lightning on not that one, this one.
Okay, so it has to make I think that's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't roll. Nope, that's a fail.
Okay. Yeah. So then 3d10 lightning damage. Zappy zap, motherfucker. Okay. We're 7. And 7 again, 14. And the third one. Ah! Okay, cool. I am 9.
All right.
Shit.
So the electricity,
3.
this lightning strikes down, zapping this Dwarven as they are just looking around at all of you. They look alarmed as they're scrambling for something at their belt. And it goes from Allura to their go. So 9 damage. That brings this one to 13. Does anyone speak deep speech?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
I did not meet that one in a bar, so.
One of the Forvin scream, or one of the Dwarven screams at the other Dwarven as they're looking at each other like wild-eyed, and the one that was scrambling for something at his belt, it pulls out this weird twisted brass horn that's going in strange directions, and when it blows into it, the sound is just grating as you're hearing it, and it sets all of you on edge. Your teeth grind a bit as they blare into this. The 2 large creatures just hunker down, holding their ears. It seems to affect them a bit more. And the other one is going to 5, 10, go here. And I need Allura, TK, and Kratoq all to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Go. Yeah.
18.
18 is you passed?
Oh, wait, no, that's right. I got my fucking crab boots.
That's true.
Yes, you can scuttle.
Oh no.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I got that's an 8. I rolled a 3 and then a 1.
Okay.
I got a 6.
All right. So Allura and TK, you are caught off guard, and Kratoq, you take to the air. As you get out of the way, this Forvin runs up and just spews this ink but it hits you. It is burning. It is boiling as it hits onto you, Allura and TK. Kratoq, you get a little bit of it, but not a whole lot. So Kratoq, you take half damage, which is 7, and TK and Allura, you both take 14.
Yay. Ew.
How much was it?
14.
14.
14.
And
Ouch.
from their go, it goes to Kratoq.
Huck's gonna fly him point blank at that one that just spewed everywhere. And he's gonna pull the trigger on the We're Sorry series shotgun,
Nice.
which is... I don't even remember the damage. Oh, God. I think it's 2d6.
I think it's more than that, because I think it was like a recharge.
Yeah, it's a lot more.
Mhm.
5d6, and this DC is 15.
All right. So, note to self, give enemies more HP. All right. So you take this We're Sorry series shotgun and blast it. And just all these pelts hit and just start exploding onto this Dwarven as a little part of them goes flying. One of their tentacles goes flying elsewhere. And the other one is just, it keeps trumpeting on this little horn. And we go from Kratoq to TK.
Yeah, I think is this one next to us dead?
Nope, still alive.
Oh, okay.
Did 19 points of damage.
Oh, 19? Okay. I'll just
Yeah.
Sorry. It is still up, though.
I think I want to try to take that horn.
The one with the horn is up here.
Yeah, no, I think I want to try to just brain pull that horn away from it.
Okay.
Just grab that horn and yank on it.
All right. Roll me a manipulate your powers check. Let's see, and they're gonna try to hold on to it.
Yeah, 20.
Not get a 20.
30.
So they're blowing on it. It's this irritating screeching sound, and you just rip it out of their hands, and it comes sailing, and you catch it, and it's this horn, but it keeps like twisting in strange directions. And while it was being used, it was kind of like slowly rotating. But then when you grab it, it stops rotating. And
Brain crush it. Just crushing it.
It just you crumple it up into this tiny ball. And this Dwarven now looks frightened. We go from TK to Glyph.
Yes, I saw all that, and I still know where he is. I duck back behind the tree, and I will shoot that one. Wait, actually, this one, because it is spitting up nasty stuff on my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This poor. Okay.
Overkill. No,
Remember, the first one's maxed out, so I don't think that you can do under 11.
Yeah. No, this is the first combat we've done since Glyph has been got their software update. So they just see their friends getting hurt and they're like, no. I just supercharge this arrow and oh gosh, that's 13 plus, I want to roll all of it to see what it is. Plus 10 plus sneak attack. 13 plus 10 plus 10.
So 33. You just obliterate this one. It goes right through the head, exploding the head as it falls down and crumples to the ground. That Halo voice announces over the air, instant kill, kind of thing, as it just, falls down. And we see this last Dwarven is terrified. It's looking at you. The large creatures are now looking at it. As far as you can tell, they're looking, as they don't have eyes, and they're starting to slowly lumber. It goes from Glyph to Weary.
Oh, okay. This is wasteful, but I want to try it out. No, because I may have to fight more scary things later. I will save it. Instead, I will use my telekinesis, which I haven't really used in a long time. Because the last time I tried to do it, I tried to pull something out of Lady Bywood's hands, which mistake. She's like super duper strong. But I need that Forvin as a bonus action. I need that Forvin to give me a strength save as they are pulled towards me. They have to beat a 15.
I got an 11.
Oh, they did not beat it. So they're pulled 5 feet towards me, and I am closing the distance with Pesca flying kind of behind me. And once the Forvin is very close, I look over and I see that they're doing that like ink goo thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I wave around and Pesca kind of attaches to my hand. And I take one of the vials and slip it into a little canister slot and go, well, your group certainly can dish it, but can you take it? And then I fire my own acid at them. And I need a dex save.
No.
Yeah. So they take 7 points of acid damage as I cast Acid Splash.
They scream out in pain as this acid is melting them. They look haggard. They want to get the hell out of there. And it is now Allura.
Well, I am going to. Trying to like not do AoE that's gonna kill Weary. Sorry.
Don't you have magic stone? You can throw magic rocks.
I could. I don't trust my aim right now.
It goes off your wisdom, I think. You'll be fine.
Hi, I do dumb stat whiz for a reason.
You got
I forgot.
You can just hit it with a stick.
I had forgotten that your casting class that uses wisdom has dumped wisdom. That was on me.
Yeah, like I said, I make bad choices. We know
Throw
this.
your rocks. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I may as well. I can't really get close enough yet. I'll like scoop up some of the pebbles and stuff from the dirt and just cast magic stone on them, and then baseball bat towards the guy hitting Weary.
All right, make me a ranged attack.
For a 16.
That's a hit.
Yay! Okay. So on the first pebble, let's say I managed to get 2 of them. For the first pebble, I managed to get, it's a 1d6, so a 4 plus, I can't read, 1. For the first pebble, for the second one, it's a 3 plus 1.
Okay. So
I'm
4 for
here
the first
for
one
the-
and 3. Okay, that takes it out.
Thanks.
Dubstep organ.
So you baseball swing and just absolutely like this rock sails through, hitting it right in the face, and like it just caves in the front part of its skull as it collapses down onto the ground. And you all are kind of looking at each other, and these 2 large creatures are looking at all of you. I know we're like right near the end. I have to be right back as my dog is sick and they are screaming. So I'm just gonna quickly put up a we'll be right back, everyone. So like 2 minutes. I try to put this up.
Is the stream still hearing us?
This stream, just give me 2 seconds.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Be right back.
Can you hear me?
Okay. We'll be right back. We'll be 2 seconds. Sorry, everyone.
Woo! That was our secret plot meeting. We're all done now.
Oh, and I gracefully did not fall up the stairs.
Yeah.
Woo,
We
this time.
discussed some very important things.
I wanted to adopt them, and TK said no.
I want to do a Solomon thing where we kill one and we
Well,
keep
let's
the
just see
other.
what happens.
Fair. So you all turn towards these two large creatures. One has a basket on its back full of rocks. The other one has the wood. Who speaks giant?
TK does.
That you
Shit.
got one.
Of course.
So TK, you hear them say to you,
You must flee. They will return. The Resmir will return.
Yeah, that's kind of who we're here for.
they look confused at one another.
You seek death?
Actually, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Her death, though, not ours.
TK's speaking in giant.
Oh, dang it! I can't speak giant. I took all these languages and I can't use them for anything.
Dang languages.
It's so.
No,
It still
Prismwing.
kills me that so far TK's languages have been like consistently useful.
Cool if we could talk to a demon or something.
I'll make it happen.
Nice. A devil, or not devil, demon, so I can use abyssal.
Yeah, it'll be really bad.
Thanks.
So as these two creatures look worried at one another, and you all are feeling quite triumphant, you really just mop the floor with those Dwarvens. We leave this sweet, sweet group of randos, and we go to traveling away from the swamp, far away from the area, into the side of a mountain, going through a number of different tunnels. We see an automata. They are sat down near the corpse of a large stone spider. They have these tentacles moving through them, pulsing, sort of twitching their body every now and then. The bright blade is in front of them, glowing. You hear the voice of the bright blade.
Do not fear. 4CK, 4CK. We shall conquer this evil. We shall deal with this injustice. Lend me your soul. Give me fuel, and I can aid you.
And 4CK, 4CK, the way this automata looks, they have kind of like an old-fashioned lamp for their head. It has like the grating over the front and the light spilling out. On the side of the lamp, it says 4CK, 4CK. They have this plated armor, both their arms because they found the other one. They look over at the blade.
My soul is all that separates me from those who do not have choice. I cannot give you this which makes me what I am.
And I fear we are trapped by this fiend.
And we see walking up to them is this individual. Once more, we still just see the back of them as they are standing over 4CK and the bright blade. They kick the automata down onto the ground. That was good, but you can be better. You need to be much better if you're to beat that failed experiment. Now get ready, you scrap of metal. There's 3 more. And we need to make sure this blade is ready. And we leave this sad automata, this blade of radiant white light, and this person standing over the 2 of them in complete control. And that's where we'll call it.
Ooh, gonna beat his ass. Nobody's mean to 4CK. 4CK.
Yee.
Did you all have fun today?
What's fun?
Yeah.
It was a nice little change. The randos really, you got people to help you. You reunited. And you beat down some monsters. It was all just wins today. And you got information you needed. I can't see anything going wrong from any of this.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Can't wait for Resmir to just pop up with like 50 bazillion goblins to smack us down.
Gotcha, bitch! And they just slap you.
Yeah.
Slap.
I have been waiting for you all to make it to this section of the adventure. I'm pretty excited because I'm fairly certain the next session you'll make it to Resmir's camp and we'll actually have a full-blown map with Fog of War that you'll be traversing.
Oh.
Pretty excited. I got it even
That's
working.
cool.
I tested it myself. Very excited.
Yeah.
If you want to hear more about 4CK, this automata with a soul who is deemed pure by this radiant blade, head on over to our Patreon. Just for $1 a month, we have a number of audio drama episodes that are set up following along this automata with a sentient gelatinous cube and a elf of Umi. So it's quite the tale. All right, let's go around and any kind of recommendations you have, anything you want to talk about, by all means. I have been your GM for the evening. I run the Ballad of the 7 Dice Twitter. That's at Ballad7Dice, the number 7 that is. And we also have a podcast, Ballad of the 7 Dice, where we're getting close to wrapping it up. I think by August the whole campaign will be wrapped up, which, not a lot of people get to do that. So very excited to see that neatly wrapped up with the bow, which leads me to talk about a new thing we have going on. We have a show which will essentially be the second campaign for the podcast. This is called Escaping Carcosa. Escaping Carcosa is made up of 2 different shows that are run side by side, and their stories will intertwine, constantly affecting each other. One show is a Pathfinder 2E, which will be the players who are stuck inside a virtual reality MMO. So if they die in the game, headset removed, anything like that, they actually die. So they're trapped inside this game that is developed by none other than the Nostradamus Corporation, the company that we all know and love. And that'll be run by myself. We are currently recruiting for that. Go to the Ballad of the 7 Dice Twitter. It is our pinned tweet with the information there. The other game is a Call of Cthulhu game, which is a group of investigators in the city of Seattle, Washington. And they are trying to look at how to break the players out of this game while dealing with this Nostradamus Corporation and, of course, the Eldritch horror stuff that's going on in the background. That'll be run by Michaela, who was with us for the Nostradamus Corporation Gradient Descent that Ian ran. So she'll be running that game. Once again, we are recruiting for that. So check out our pinned tweet. And the thing I want to recommend is I've been listening to a lot of Dice Tower Theater. It is a fantastic audio drama. They took their D&D game, turned it into an audio drama, They have so many voice actors, so many wonderful people on it. The lead person who runs Dice Tower Theater, Mike Ashley, voiced Jean the Bugbear on our Haymore audio drama that Meg, Jess, and Jason were a part of. So definitely check out Dice Tower Theater. It's a lot of fun. Ian.
My name is Ian. My Twitter is at Ian_Caliente. You can find me there talking about Animorphs now, because that's what I've been doing a lot of.
That's your entire brand now too. Anything Animorphs related, I'm just like, Ian!
I changed my name to In My Animorphs Era, so everyone knows that I tangentially know about Taylor Swift and do know about Animorphs. But outside of that, gosh, recommendations. I haven't gotten to engage in media much like I wanted to this week. So instead, I'm going to recommend something that is like evergreen for me. If you get the chance, did I talk about Paradise Killer already? That might have been like...
Oh, you recommended it to us like off screen.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to recommend a video game. It's called Paradise Killer. It's on Switch and PC. It is a like open world mystery solving game where you're on like an island that is like owned by these demigods that sacrifice lots of people to make like these perfect islands, but demons keep showing up and messing up the island. And you just got freed from exile to solve a murder of the entire ruling council, and like everybody's a suspect, and you got to figure out this conspiracy and untangle it all. So you just explore this island and find clues and talk to people, and you figure out who's lying and who's like, you know, trying to get away with like doing this big murder plot. And it's really cool. I played it like with my partner over the course of like a weekend, and I had a blast solving a mystery. And it's got like a really fun vaporwave aesthetic going on, and a great soundtrack. So I definitely recommend it. It's called Paradise Killer. And you can find it on the Switch and on PC, and I believe on other systems, but I don't remember right now.
Awesome. Meg.
Hey, I am Meg. You can find me on Twitter at Narnia's Pants, where I currently am lamenting having a sinus infection. And this is the longest week of my life. We have spring break next week, and we're all counting down. We're about to kick off testing season. Yay, America. And the school year's gonna get rough. But also, while I'm over there, you can find me screeching about being gay, because that's apparently a hobby now. And I'm also screaming about the new game I am in on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Time zones are hard. Eastern. I will be on the Critical Misses channel playing a game called The Good Society, but we have titled it The Queer Society. So it's all of the Regency with none of the patriarchy. And none of the men, really. Most of us are all queer and AFAB non-binary people, so it's kind of fun. If you missed last episode, Lucas, go finish it. It got real good, and it hurt everybody, mostly me. It's really good. It's a lot of Regency era kind of things. So think like Bridgerton kind of vibes. Jane Austen is what it's based off of. And so there's lots of romance and plotting and spider webs and tangle webs. And we've been joking about it being like those red string maps because it's all conspiracy theories. It's a lot of fun. The game itself is a lot of fun. We have it set through a Google Sheets, but it's actually meant to be played in person. So it's like a card-based game. You set everything up like using the cards it gives you, and there's actually an expansion pack one of our members just discovered. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that thrown into the game at some point as well. So come sorry, I just watched my fiance get in trouble by a mod.
Oh no.
That's what he gets. And so yeah, that's all I'm in. I mock my fiance, as you can see. And that's it.
I will finish it. Jess.
I'm Jess. I'm at _fantastical on social media. I've got some fun art in the pipeline that I've been working on, so that those should be on the way soon after a bit of an art hiatus. Yeah, I want to recommend a YouTube channel I've been watching a lot of. It's called Studson Studio. He's a miniature maker. He makes buildings, mostly Studio Ghibli buildings. He makes them out of trash. So it's very engaging, and his narration style is very smooth and funny. And like he built the whole the castle. Yeah, he built the whole castle. He built the bathhouse, and he's just like, here's a bunch of food containers. Watch this, and then makes magic happen, and they're very fun. And I think everyone will enjoy them. So that's Studson Studio on YouTube.
Nice. Eve.
Hello, you can find me over at Copper Harpy on the Twitter. That's Copper as in the metal, Harpy as in the bird monster. Sorry, I fucking now that I've noticed Meg doing it, I can't help but not notice.
It is always out of love, and the problem is that now I can't not do it.
So we're going to sit here and fuck each other up. Cool. Well, first things first, starting up a new book. So as always, for like the 15th time that I've recommended it, Finish It podcast, it's great, it's good. They're starting up a new book in which the ghost of Harlow Thromby is back. So, go listen to that for a good time. In other news, I was supposed to do it last week, but I was sick, as you can tell by me not being here. So next week is when we'll be starting up my little sideshow that is tangentially related and set in this very world of Loch Rialta. It's called Magnum Opus, and it is 100% horror themed. And I won't be doing the little Cthulhu doll thing for it, so just heads up, we're going in and we're going hard, and
just use a stuffed animal. That's what I do.
I'm skipping that whole thing.
It's that spooky.
Yes, you're them's
big spooks.
So, I'm not gonna say sugarcoat it.
Yeah, full disclosure, I gave up on my showing the thing because I realized I was running a horror game, and I would have to be pulling it up all the time every time I described, what was the milk thing that everyone was freaked out about?
Ew, no.
Yeah. Pseudo milk, that's what it was. Yeah, no.
Yeah, all the new robots are full of robot milk.
Yeah, they're full of milk, just like an alien.
I hate it.
So yeah, just a heads up on that front.
Woo.
Basically, it's about a group of Star security and Fellstone mercenaries going to just do a simple retrieval job and pick up scientists. It's what could go wrong?
That's a loaded question, and you know it is.
If it's Star security, I can hazard a guess as to what the monster will be yelling.
Milk me!
No, not that. That was not where I was going at all.
What?
No.
Why that direction?
No.
We were just talking about pseudo milk.
I was thinking about Resident Evil. Oh, man.
Pseudo milk.
Blame Ian.
Man, I need to buy my 8th copy of Resident Evil 4 so I can play that game again, because now I'm just thinking about it.
All right. Yeah, so that is, I don't know if you said the time, Eve.
Monday is 7 CST, so 7 Central.
Yeah, join us for that game. It should be a ton of fun.
Hopefully, I don't fuck it up.
A lot of death. Jason.
Hey, I'm Jason_42 here and on Twitter. I don't know, that whole pseudo milk conversation threw me off. I'm doubling down on the outdoors thing. Get outside. It's great. I went to outdoor events on the weekend. It's a lot of fun, and tobogganing and cross-country skiing and snowshoeing and some planned hikes for trying to spot owls, actually. It's kind of neat. There's like a little guide that taught you all about owls. I knew like maybe 40% of it, so it's pretty informative, I would say. Yeah, just go outside, have some fun. If you have interesting outdoor activities, try them out. You never know. Anyways, thanks for coming out, everyone.
Thanks for coming out, everyone. And make sure you get outside and get ready for these other shows that are coming out. Get pumped. We will see you all on Monday for the first episode of Magnum Opus.
Don't eat that.
Until then, everyone, don't eat that, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Drink your milk.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Go look at